Hello, welcome to my channel. The time now is 10:03 a.m. Tuesday, and my topic is today about CJ Cool. Um, I just want to say I think it's great what you're doing, and a young man like that and other African Americans are attacking you. They see they just jumping on the money band to make money. They don't even care about you, the African American like them. It's not right. And Miss T, if you was an ordinary person with no money, they wouldn't even be interested in you. It must be a better way to make money instead of like talking about people and stuff. You know, they were slaves imitating a slave master. They don't even care. All they care about is money. And I'm not saying nothing about royalty, but like I don't think royalty will want people putting on a pedestal like this lady, Miss T. She acting like she's a Jesus Christ's mother, and all they do is cuss, 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 and I don't like it. Um, there must be a better way for people to coexist, because they must don't listen to the Ten Commandments. You know, like what they said about shouldn't want what another person have, and I think that's what it is. People see you, and now everybody trying to make money off of you. That they doing the same thing that people did to their ancestors, and they trying to do it to you to make money. That's all this is about. It's like them YouTube people. Um, I'm getting on them too. Like they always say they follow the law, and the law they follow is not right either. It's like a person, if something's not written in the Bible, that means it didn't happen. Just 'cause it's not documented in the Bible, don't mean it didn't happen. But these fools, I don't like, because they all hide behind that First Amendment, Third and Second Amendment. Like a person use their handicap to get over, so they using that those amendments to get over on people, and they always trying to lure the cops into having a debate with them. They know that's what they want, but they wouldn't have no other substance to make money. That's why they tell people they should get a respectable job and stop trying to make people bow down to them. I wouldn't bow down to none of them because they not God. Uh, I just don't like the way people operate, and that's just like a black person was in slavery, and you will come along and scalp your own people for some money, and that's what they doing to C.J. Cool. He even said he didn't even know none of these people to the story came out. Now everybody is jumping on the bandwagon. And, that's how people do, and that pisses me off. I would never do that to somebody, even if they was the same authenticity as me. But people don't care. They see dollar signs. That's all they see. And maybe she had her reason, um, but I don't see the T woman saying nothing about that. Like, why did she bring her children to a fight, to a grown up fight, and stuff? That's what I'm saying. Everybody treating other people like they God or something like that. Nobody's powerful than him. But these people don't care. They all got that white mentality, and that's why they act like that and do things. They don't even care if the person was innocent. No, they see, ooh, money, I see money. I would never do that and stuff like that. I'm not about trying to hurt people and scandalize things. But like I tell them YouTube people, a camera is so a weapon. I don't care what they say. They don't want to say that because it fits their agenda and what they doing. And laws can be meant to be changed. So I guess they always tell me, I follow the law. What law you talking about? Um, I'm gonna give you one example. I don't agree with this law. Um, if a girl is 15 years old or 16 or 17, all she gotta do it's give her mother and father give her permission to get married and the law go along with it. So that's the type of laws y'all like. I still think it's wrong, but the laws was made up. If a man's 30 years old, he could marry a 17-year-old girl. All her mother do is have to go into court and get permission. That's why he said, you see how fake that law is? That law, that one should be changed. But I guess all those so-called journalists, they follow the law. That law need to be changed. Then when a girl get 18, they make her she don't need permission. She can get married at 18, but she considered a woman. She's not really a woman. The system make her a grown up because they don't want to help take care of her or like that. That's why they do this stuff. A lot of laws should be made to be changed. It's like if people keep on doing what y'all doing, YouTube runs everything. They can take their channels down, or they can change the law. Then you won't. I heard people talking about that before. Y'all won't be meant to go in these buildings and harass people for some ducats. That's what that's all about. That's what I can see. And I know, like I said before, I know a lot of them. I'm not judging about them against anybody, but a lot of them feel so hatred towards cops. A lot of them is criminals they own. So I know a lot of them got police records, and that's why this is a way to get back at the cop. To them, every cop in the United States is bad, and that's not true. You have some good cops out there that had died. I don't hear nobody talk about it like y'all always talk about the fire department as heroes. I said it before in my other video, and it's not even true. I'm gonna have to look at it. A lot of firefighters are nasty too. Look at the firefighters who let those little black girls burn up in their house. I guess they heroes too. I met nasty firefighters right out here in Connecticut. People treat them like they precious too. I just don't like the way y'all operate. And what I was saying before, having European descent people done so much to y'all, and y'all gonna go along and scout another African American like what y'all do to CJ so cool. Everybody know that he got some money, so everybody is saying things about him so they can get views on their channel. They making it. He's a breadwinner for them. That's a bad way to make money because cameras can mess people up. Sometimes a person can be innocent. Look at people go to jail and they do 10 and 20 years or 15 and 30 years for something they ain't do with it. So that's a bad law system. And a lot of these things need to be changed, which they will, they will eventually, and stuff like that. And oh, that's my wife washing clothes. And same thing they did to my people. They come along and do something, then the more people come along and do it to you. That's what they doing. That was taught to y'all, so that's why y'all don't care. Like I see a guy was telling the truth. This guy was a black pimp in Harlem. He said y'all was slaves imitating a slave master and you're making your sister out of a slave. That's what people do to one another, and that's why I understand why everybody's attacking CJ Cougar. They see him as a Fort Knox. Everybody jump on the bandwagon to make money and stuff like that. Y'all don't even know what people do. Y'all just assume that one side is good. Nobody can be perfect. I'm not perfect, so everybody act like the other parties is perfect. Only CJ Cool is bad. You know, everybody got flaws in them. Nobody's perfect. But some people, I see people put other people on pedestals like they God. They don't have no physical power. They just got evil thoughts and stuff like that. And that's what a lot of the older people's about. All they see is money. They don't care how they do. They don't care who they hurt, who they harass. And that's why all of them think the same way. I don't know ill will intend that yes y'all do, because y'all coming inside places and then it burns them up too. And when I see cops and stuff like that, won't say nothing to y'all. They always go and that is harassment. I don't care how you see it. I saw one of them follow this cop all the way from his business. I think he was working. Looked like some kind of Capitol building. They followed this man from the Capitol building all the way to the parking lot, and he was trying to get away from them so much. He don't have to answer y'all. Like I said before, there's no way in the Constitution say that he has to answer y'all. He take an oath. So y'all just making a spectacle out of yourself. And I know a lot of them cops get tired of seeing y'all, but they just don't say them. I can see their face like, oh God, here these people coming again. And after a while, y'all will end up getting somebody killed, and ain't nobody gonna be out there filming like that guy always pretending he got. What are cops supposed to do? You acting like that, and you got bad cops, you got good cops. You got some cops that go by the book, and some don't. But you can't say all of them is the same. And when y'all lose y'all mind, when what's the Third Amendment? The cop don't answer y'all. He don't have to answer y'all. And then that's what get y'all then right away. Y'all just start assuming things. You don't know it. How you know what the hell he know? What you a mind reader? He don't want to answer you. He don't have to answer you. One cop, like I said, he's the only one that did the right thing. He said, when I took my oath, there's nowhere in the oath said I have to answer you. He said goodbye. He shut him right up, and I clapped for the cop because that's the first time I seen a cop do that. You don't argue with them. You just shut them down. But they the type of person they think they lawyers and journalists and all this stuff. They try to go up against you. Then when they get their way, they'll come back in the building and still stand there after they don't made their point. That's why I know they the one that's power crazy. They talk about cops got big egos. They got big egos. I see the way they treat people, and they treat people like they in Nazi Germany, and you have to bow down to them and kiss their ass. I ain't kissing nobody's butt, and that's what this topic is about. It's about CJ Cool, but I jumped on other things because stuff that is not right, and I know they're not gonna listen to me because they see him as a money bank, and CJ Cool, I wouldn't respond to none of them. Stuff like that. I mean, everybody got freedom of speech. Well, I got freedom of speech. Yeah, they got freedom of speech, but some people take it to another level, and it's a shame how people do their own people just to make a buck. And I wouldn't do nothing like that. And but people only talk about his him because those are people that want to make money. Um, he said he didn't really care. I said I wouldn't care either, but people do that to me, and I'm not even famous. I wouldn't want to. I don't want to, nobody bow down to me or act like I'm better than somebody. That's what all the people do. They always go in some place when they can't get in a building. Something they lose their damn mind. That's why I know that's what you call an ego trip. They can't get the way they talk about cops. A lot of them got ego trips, bigger ones than cops. I see how they act. They make fun of people and don't say nothing about this flag that everybody respect. Nobody know what the American flag did to Native American Indian and African American. And y'all, I'm not saying, you could do what you want. I'm just not patriotic. A veteran out here tried to fight me because I said I was patriotic. And then he saw me again, I guess because I was talking in the restaurant. He must have thought I was scared of him or something. To my, yeah, you talking all that stuff now. Now I see what you're going to do. He tried to jump me in the parking lot, Stop and Shop, and he swung on me like that. And because I work out a lot, my arm just build up. He hit my arm, almost broke his own hand, and I side kicked him down, and then he was to my, I'm gonna have you arrested. And all them people said they was a witness. I think one of the people probably he gonna call. I told him to call the police. That's how some of the audit people is. I ain't never seen one yet. How they do the right thing. They got nasty attitude and they cuss people out, especially the cops. I know they hate them because you can tell where they talk to them. Like F you. Somebody, do you have sex with your saying telling the cop you beat up your wife or boyfriend? How you know saying he's gay? The main people that be talking about, well, they don't want to be gay undercover. And that's why they always talking about somebody else. That's why I don't try to get into that stuff. That's why I wish people grow up a little bit and start respecting one another. But I know that's not going to happen. No one going to make that happen. It's God Almighty. That's why I don't try to judge nobody because they said judge. They said judge you or be judged. And when people say that Um, some people go by the Old Testament, but I think everybody can repent if they want to and stuff like that. I know a guy, a white cop when I was living in Jersey, and I'm quite sure that I know how people feel because they did do a lot of things, but I'm quite sure all Europeans or descent people not like that because when I was about 10 years old, and this guy, he don't get no credit, I guess, because he was white, and he, this black guy was gonna stab this other black guy right in front of me and my mother's sister, and the cop jumped in front of him because, like y'all say, he's a public servant. He's supposed to protect and serve. He protect. He got stabbed in the chest by another black guy, but I guess the cop don't get no credit for saving a black man because he was white. See, that's what I'm saying. The main person that you hate, one of them had to end up saving you too. And it can be your own people that take you out. Because like I said before, all those people on that 12 tribe of Israel, I had fights with. I'm not saying it's just an individual. See, I can't judge everybody. I'm not judging anybody. I can't say, oh, this Jamaican guy is bad, and so that make all of them bad. That's the individual. Everybody up there on that 12 tribes of Israel, I had fights with. I mean, physical fights, trying to jump me because they didn't like me. This was the Jamaicans. I had fights with Puerto Ricans. Um, all of those people up there on that thing. I still don't judge them. 'Cause I can't. That's not none of me. I let God handle fools like that. People saying all this stuff. Angel. If I told people that me and my wife and son, we see angels, and they talk to, and I'm not making this stuff up. And if you heard what the angels saying, y'all get scared. They watch everything that people do. But that's enough for now. I'm just a little upset how people attacking CJ Cool. And if you want to leave a comment on my thing, you can comment, share, and like. I like CJ Cool. He's a cool, he's a cool person. I like his persona and everything, and the way he come on his intro is cool, and everything. But other people out here they don't care if he's African American like them. All they see is a gold mine. That's the same thing what whites did to them. They doing it to their own people. Yeah, I like to make money too, but I would make the money off somebody else, and that's what people do in the cameras. They mess you up with cameras. They can print something that you know what I'm saying. They can even edit something, may look like you said something else and you don't. They can edit what they want, and it looks like you said it. Like you could say, "Yeah, I hate this guy," but they can edit and make it look like you said something else. That's what a lot of people do. It's like people don't like Trump, but Trump was the only president that I've seen had the Native American code talkers in the White House. I've seen that on television and stuff like that. So I have my reason not to like the American flag. My uncle fought in World War II, and he said that's your constitutional right and your civil rights. But when this man and when I said I'm not patriotic, I said I put the flag on my T-shirt upside down. Oh, this lady got so upset. My husband fought in the war. That's good and all, but my uncle also fought in World War II. Before I do, I always like to ask my uncle because he's a soldier. He said, when you put the flag upside down in the military, that's a SOS call. You ask for help. It's not disrespect. Even if it wasn't disrespect, I don't like the flag, so I don't give a damn what nobody say. This American flag have killed a lot of Indians and black people, and I was gonna yeah. So I'm not patriotic. I respect people that fought in the war, but I'm not patriotic. And they said that's what people's doing. They don't try CJ Cool. They the judge and jury. You ain't none of God or nothing like that. That's why it said judge not or you be judged. And that's what y'all doing, but y'all don't care. Nothing lasts forever. When one day we always get something dishonest. the Creator come take it from you. Just like a person, if he chose that type of life, whatever you live by in life, that's what people die by. If you got a big mouth, you die by that same big mouth. If a person lived by a gun or a knife, you're gonna die by whatever he lived by. I'm not saying that that's in the Bible because I'm not judging anybody because I don't want to be judged. When you judge people, I just try to stay away from people that's bad. That's not judging them. You don't want to get around people because you can catch a vibe from them. That's how innocent people get killed by hanging around criminals. And I tell people the system is set up to make you a criminal. That's why when you come out of prison, it's hard for you to find a job. They didn't have these little halfway houses they put y'all in. They have messed you up, and sometimes some criminals can't even get a job when they come out of this. They want you to do something else so you can go back in jail. Because the jail system, um, that's why I told my son, please not to try to do nothing bad. Because you get in that system, it's a racket. You know how much they make off of prison? They make more probably than Burger King and McDonald's. It's $1 billion industry. Because one of my cousins did time in prison. He was in there for like 3 years. I think the state where he's in, they had to pay for his room and board. It's $28,000 a house a prisoner. And you think if a prisoner got 500 people in there, he's making millions of dollars a day, or like, well, not a day. He's making $1 million a month. So they pay for their room and board. It's like we pay rent every month, so it's the same thing. That's why people got to look into it. So I'm saying it's like Abraham Lincoln. He didn't want to free the slave. He was only in there to protect the Union. That's what he was in there for. It's all public record. He did not want to free no slaves. If you read some of the stuff, and you can Google and you will see what he be saying. That's why I don't celebrate no President Day. None of them presidents wasn't nice. They all owned slaves back in the 1800s. They wasn't nice at all. And Francis Scott Key wrote that song for the flag, the American flag, and he became a Christian. He probably felt bad what he did. He's owned slaves, and I know he wasn't nice to them. So that's all I want to say. Um, like I said before, if you like this video, you can comment and share and like and subscribe. So the name of my topic is CJ Cool and other subjects. Thank you. Danadar Wado.